the full moon, August 9th, talks about chaos, and that things could be pretty intense. And then the third gene key, both the repressive nature of anal and the reactive nature of disordered. All of this is about chaos, actually, and the acceptance of chaos. And so it's very fascinating to me that our astrology, collective astrology, is also referencing that. Try not to let yourself become confused. The best way to work with these energies is to have fun experimenting for how these changes fit in your life, your business, your health, without making any foundational changes that will be unstable. The ways in which others need help and support right now is changing. So just strap in and watch what takes place before you make any major decisions or act on new information. Let what's right for you reveal itself at the right time, trusting that you'll make those changes also when the time is right. Let's see. So I think, where did we stop together? Did we stop here? I think we stopped here. And what it goes into is that our core belief system is based around a single cell as the point of origin, but also the nucleus of a single cell. So that creates that individualism, that hyper-individualism that we all feel, that it's our inner core against the rest. That's what they're calling it, single-celled consciousness. That's the frequency of the third shadow. And it's a byproduct of what we call chaos. So that only the strong survive is based on that single cell consciousness. So that's early in our evolution. That was our programming, is to survive. And that became dominant. So our modern beliefs and ideologies are based on the ancient aspects of our awareness that are rooted in fear.
Be diggered.
So what that does, because also our religious thinking is based on that idea, so it's locked, this whole system we're steeped in is locked into the same single cell consciousness. So we have divided the world into an inside and an outside, and us, and then God.
What then does all of this really mean, and how does it affect you in your daily life? One answer lies in the polarity of this shadow, the 50th shadow of corruption.
Isn't that interesting?
It means that you are only trapped by your own thinking. It is you who corrupts the data within your DNA by only allowing in a frequency that activates its most primitive components. The wider you open yourself to the chasm that lies ahead of you, the more you will realize that there never was any chaos. It was all simply the difficulty at the beginning.
Can I say a visual real quick of that chasm?
Okay.
So when I read that, what that meant to me is I was standing at the edge of a chasm, but I can only see this much of it. And so when you can only see this much of a chasm, then you're just seeing like the roiling river that's going through it, or like just this. And so how in the hell, the only option is you're on your own and you have to somehow get across this chasm all by yourself, no support. But if you widen your perspective and look around, it's not actually, it's a whole feature. It's the Grand Canyon. you know, it's not just this, because you can't really see it from just this. You look like this. That's not chaos. That's not fear. There's places down there I can cross, or there's some people over there that can help me. I don't have just this one path across the Grand Canyon. When I open my perspective to all that I can see from where I'm at.
The wider you open yourself to the chasm that lies ahead of you, the more you will realize that there never was any chaos. It was all simply the difficulty of the beginning. It is this third shadow that makes human beings afraid to change, despite the fact that we are wired to change. In order to evolve, a human being must embrace chaos rather than try to protect against it. The third shadow causes human beings to distrust life itself and therefore adopt the old survival strategy known as dog eat dog.
Yeah, how visceral is that?
Incredibly, when you trust in chaos and allow your environment to mutate you rather than trying to control it and stay the same, the greatest magic is revealed to you that in chaos there is and always has been a vast underlying transformative order.
Isn't that awesome? I see you having, I mean, you know, not long ago, I feel like you definitely distrusted life, and all you knew were your old survival strategies. But over the recent months, you've allowed your environment to mutate you, to change you so completely. It's no longer like a mutation. It's no longer that related to where you started, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. So your environment has reset your perspective, let you see a wider view of the chasm through beautiful homes and beautiful animals and opportunities, and you stop controlling it. You stop trying to stay the same. You moved in with us. You've been allowing that chaos, which was really hard, to you're opening up to the vast underlying transformative order, as evidenced by the heightened, like your environment is reflecting your now reality. So look at this amazing view in this extremely spacious home.